Yeah, once again, very good morning, all. Welcome to today's session. Yeah, okay, chat box, fine. Okay, so today we'll be starting off with Unit 3. Okay, so where we will be getting introduced with classes and objects in Java. Apart from that, you also have strings concepts. So I'll be elaborating on that later. Okay, so we'll move with classes and objects. So before that, I'll just give you a brief view of syllabus, what we are going to see as part of Unit 3. So little bit lengthy, but I'll cover all the concepts. That's how we have made it in a detailed manner. Okay, so don't worry, like sir, it looks very lengthy. Okay, so this strings concept probably it might take me 1 to 2 sessions to complete your strings concept. I'll finish off strings concept once I complete classes and objects. Okay, all this OOPS concepts. Because once you complete OOPS concepts, you'll be able to do 2 to 3 weeks of programs in your lab manual, right? So it would be easy for you to complete the lab task for another couple of weeks. Then at last, I'll take over with strings. Okay? So as part of classes and objects, we'll be seeing this concepts like how to define a class, how to define an object, then what are the members of class, object, then how to access those members of a class, then what do you mean by constructor, then static keyword, this keyword, okay, final keyword. So all that we are going to see. Of course, command line input, we have already discussed command line arguments. So I don't think I have to stress much onto it. Then later on, I'll be moving on with polymorphism, inheritance, abstract classes, and interfaces. Okay. And at last, we'll wind up with inner classes concepts. Okay. So this is about your object-oriented programming. I'm again giving a recap, guys. Whatever we have studied theoretically in Unit 1, okay, we are going to study in Unit 3, right? Okay, fine. So I'll be concentrating on this part for today and tomorrow. Okay, right? Okay. So as part of classes and objects, we'll see these concepts, guys. Defining class and method. So first we'll go with defining a class. Yeah. What do you mean by defining a class? Of course, what do you mean by the class? Yes, guys. Hmm. We have already seen definitions, right? In the previous unit 1, we have seen a lot of definitions of class. So you can also define a class is a structure from which objects can be instantiated. Okay. Class is a skeleton structure. Okay. So without objects, there's no meaning to a class. Just like your normal class, you have a class now, E3 CSC. You guys are the objects to in that class. Okay. So without objects, if I take class also, so it's a meaningless, right? So just it would be like a without students, I'm taking class, so it would be a recorded kind of thing, recorded session kind of thing. It doesn't give that importance. So properties of class. What does class consists of? Okay. Class consists of properties in the form of attributes. Very much important. Attributes. Okay. So in our language, attributes are nothing but variables. Can I go with functionalities? Okay. Can I go with functionalities? Come on, guys. I told you one answer. Class consists of two things. One is properties and other is functionalities, functions. But here the terminology is getting changed. Attributes and followed by properties. Okay. Properties in the form of methods. Yes. Okay. So in detail, if you ask me, class consists of, okay, a class consists of variables. Okay. Of course, class consists of three things actually. Okay. So first is class name anyhow, class name. Okay. Then it consists of two partitions. Okay. So what are those two partitions? The first partition is given for variables. Okay. And the second partition is given for methods. Okay. Which we call it as attributes and operations. Is that clear, guys? Okay. Next point comes, sir, how do I declare a class? How do I declare a class in Java? Okay. Declare a class in Java. Yes. How do we declare a class in Java now? We have already been working with classes, right? From day one itself, we started working with classes. Come on, guys. Class keyword, yes, followed by the class name. Okay. Any valid identifier, Java identifier name. Okay. So let me write a class. So if I want to write a class, then I'll write maybe or else class CAC underscore student. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Now, as I said, class consists of three things. One is class name. Yes, we have declared class name. The next is two partitions, I said. One is your variables and the other is methods. Okay. So I'm just writing a method here. So int student, okay, underscore ID. Okay. These are attributes. Attributes, what I'm writing. Then I'm writing string student name. Okay, student underscore name. Okay. Then I'm writing student underscore gender, or maybe student underscore address, student underscore maybe year. Okay, a lot of mobile number, email ID, a lot of things comes. Okay. Right. Okay, let us talk about methods just a little bit later. So I've created a structure, right? I've created a class here. Okay. Now next is, how do we create an object for this class? Okay. Creating objects. So what is an object, sir? Before I create an object, what is an object? So what did I tell you? A class is a structure from which objects can be instantiated. In the sense, objects are nothing but instances of a class. Can I call that? Yes, absolutely, Srinitya. Okay. So an object is an instance. Okay. Sorry, I missed I here. Okay. Instance. Okay. Of a class. Perfect. Right. Sir, how do you create an object? Yes, we have already created objects also in previous cases. We make use of new keyword as one option. The other way is instance of is the other option. But as of now, I'm making use of new keyword. Okay, so new operator is used to create an object. Perfect. Okay. So I've written this class CSC underscore student. This is a class name. Okay. This is a class which I have written. For this class, I am creating instances. Okay. So how do we create instances? Class name followed by object. Okay. STU1. Okay. Or for your sake, S1 equal to new operator, then followed by class name, then close the parenthesis. Or can I create one more object? Absolutely fine. Okay, space S2, okay, equal to new underscore student. Is that okay, guys? Fine. We have created class, we have created attributes in a class, then we have created objects. Okay. Sir, can I add methods now? Yes, of course. The next partition in the class is nothing but adding methods in a class. Adding methods in a class. So, sir, what is the syntax here? How do we add? Okay. So, syntax of adding methods. Yes, guys. We have already done this whole story. Knowingly or unknowingly, we used all these concepts in the previous lectures. Come on, what would be the syntax? Return type. Okay. Just a minute, guys. Some interruption. Okay, everything is fine. Yeah. So return type, followed by the method name. Okay. Method name, then followed by the parameters list, the arguments. Okay. Then the body of your method. Okay. Right. So this is this structure. How do you create an method? Right. For example, if I want to create, okay, a method to my CSC underscore student class. Okay. So I am writing as void show underscore details or show underscore student underscore details. This is my method. Okay. Is that okay, guys? Then this is again method body. Whatever business logic code you want to implement, you can. What did you do now? We have done with class. Okay, class syntax. Okay, structure of class. Then objects we have created. Then we have gone through method. Okay, right? Now the question is, sir, how do we access the features of a class using this object? What is the question? Come on, guys. What are we going to do now? Sir, how do we access, okay, this class features using object? Yes, guys. This also we have discussed. Come on. Yes, guys. How do we access class features using object? You have an operator. What is that operator? Hurry up. Yes. Harsha, I've given dot. The dot is not visible in the chat box, Harsha. Prija, Srileka. Okay. Better you can write dot. Okay. Dotted or dot or period operator, we call it as, okay. So we access using dot operator, okay, or you also call it as period operator, okay. So dot or period operator in Java, so represented as dot, right? Now, how do you access? I've created two instances, right? Two objects we have created, S1 and S2. If I want to access, I have to access using my object, right? So S1, S1 dot, if I want to access attributes, then how? S1 dot attribute name. So what are the attribute names? What attributes names you have here in the class? Yeah, student underscore ID, student underscore name, student underscore gender. Sorry, here I forgot string. Nobody have asked me. Yeah, string. Okay. Yeah. So here S1 dot student underscore ID. Okay. S1 dot, okay, student underscore name. Okay. S1 dot student underscore gender. Okay. Then if I want to assign value here itself, I can do it, right? Student underscore ID, okay, maybe 1432, or sorry, 1721. I don't know whose ID is this. Then student underscore name, okay, then Sairam, okay, then student underscore gender, okay, male. Is that okay? Right, guys? Okay. Here it is string, so I have to mark it as quotes. How do I access methods? Same again. S1 dot, what is the method name? Show underscore student underscore details. Plus. Understood? Understood, guys? Okay. So if you go into detail, there would be a lot of classes and a lot of objects in the real time, or maybe in our down the line when we start our programming. I cannot tell like you'll have only one class every time. You can have create multiple classes. Am I right or wrong? Can I create multiple classes, or I can create only one class? In a program, is there chance of creating multiple classes? Yes or no? Absolutely. Okay. If I take our RGUKT, okay, university system, okay, university administration system. This is a project. Okay. This is a project work which you are going to do in the upcoming days. Imagine. Let's imagine. Okay. So you'll have multiple classes, right? So if I start with the basic class, okay, I have student class, right? Okay. I have student class. Oh my God. Okay. Then I have faculty class. A lot of faculty who are dealing with you. I have admin class. Okay. The admin department. Okay. I have non-teaching staff, non-teaching. Okay. I have supporting staff. Okay. Right. Yeah, I have security staff. Okay. Supporting itself comes all those categories, Divya. Okay. If you want to still precise, you can precise. Okay. You have class TPO, training and placement office staff. Okay. You have class CEOs. Okay. Exam department staff. Here. So in this way, you can write n number of classes. Okay. If you want to still categorize faculty, then you can again write class, okay, class deans, okay, then class professors, okay, class associate professors, okay, class assistant professors, okay, then class lecturers, okay. Same way, if you want to go in detail with the student class, okay, then class, you can write PUC underscore students, okay. Then class, you may write UG underscore, UG underscore students, okay. Then class, we have PG also, right? So PG underscore students, okay. Usually, people call for PG and PhD, they call research scholars. So, okay, research scholars class, okay. So it goes on, guys. Okay. So when I say research scholars, just want to share a small good news with you all. Like in this lockdown, I was also busy with my, career advancement activity. So as part of that, I was also attempting a lot of examinations, competitive examinations for moving forward with my PhD program. And good thing is that recently I have got selected for admission process into PhD program, which is doctorate program for both the universities, Geetham universities, which is there at Vizag, and KL University, which is there at Vijayawada. So I've been given, you know, chance to work with both the universities for doing my PhD program. Probably I'm also waiting for another two universities which have already completed my written test and waiting for the results. But already from Geetham, I have got a call to come and join the program, and for KLU also. Looking forward to start my PhD program, guys. Yeah. So there's no end for study, okay? So keep going, that's it. Tomorrow if you do job also, you work for any organization, you work for company also, still, you have chance of educating yourself, you chance of increasing your qualification. So there must not be end for study, boss. That is my only suggestion to you all. Yeah, anyways, let's come back. So this is how, okay, when you get into project, it really makes a big difference, like how detailed are you working, guys. Okay, so if you go to admin staff also, you have different admins departments in the campus, right? So starting from the vice chancellor post, chancellor post, director, deans, okay, admin officer, okay, assistant registrars. Okay. So you have different positions. So every position is a separate class for us. Okay, because every position will have their own attributes, their own operations, right? Vice Vice chancellor will have few authorities in his hand. Administrative officer will have few authorities in his hand. The same way, deans will have their own authorities, HODs will have their own authorities. Okay. So you have to move forward. Yeah, thank you all. I'm not seeing the chat box. Thank you very much for all your wishes. Anyways, so if I take another project, like let me take maybe our SBI bank, which is there in our campus, SBI bank admin management system, the project name. If you go there again, you'll have class customers, okay, right? So in that again, you will have different customers, where you'll have different operations where customers do, in the sense methods. Okay, like customers usually come for depositing the amount. Customers comes for withdrawal of amount. Okay, customers comes usually to take some maybe monthly statements. Okay, customers comes for some other services, like maybe he has come for applying loans. Yes, Srilekha, customer has come for applying some credit card. Okay, customer has come to check his maybe in terms of maybe he's not getting some mobile updates. Okay, SMS updates he's not getting, so he has come for some SMS updates or email updates, or maybe some amount has been transferred to somebody, so some issues are there. Okay. Yeah, yeah, Yashwant, absolutely. Okay, so if you go with other class, then class employee. Okay, PLOYE. Okay, employee. Then class admin. You have admin department also, right? You'll also have class HR. Okay, human resource department. Okay, you have different, again, class same again. Okay, supporting staff. Okay. So you'll have different classes again. Okay, if you keep going, right? So same way, you down the line, you can do a lot of projects, like you're doing some maybe project on railway reservation. Okay, reservation system. Okay, maybe you're doing project on hospital management system. Okay, maybe you're doing some project on vehicle management system. Okay, so every project will have definitely have multiple classes. They'll have attributes, they'll have methods, they'll have objects. Okay, so you have to look into, like, everything is being defined very clearly. Okay, so if everybody is fine, can we go with a small application? Small application. Yes. So I'll go with a small program, like, so let's go with a small program. Uh, okay, maybe this is my first program, not first program in OOPS. Okay, first program using classes. Okay, comma objects. Okay, comma, okay, attributes, okay, and methods. Okay, right. Successfully completed 100 lines of code. Okay, so I'll work on my faculty profession itself. So I'll create faculty. Okay, or maybe I'll create yeah, professor, class professor. Okay. Yeah, okay, professors class, right? So I've created class. What's the next thing? Next thing, what I have to write? I have to write attributes. Okay, so int uh, professor underscore ID. Okay, then string 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 professor. Okay, underscore name. Next string professor underscore, what shall we give? Designation. Okay, designation. Okay, fine. Right. So fine, let's go with these three attributes as of now. Then let me write a method. Void display underscore professor underscore information. Okay, that is info. Okay, right. Okay, so what I want to display is, again, I want to display faculty details. Okay, I mean to say like professor details I want to display. So for that reason, I'm just writing one println statement, system dot out dot println. Okay, this project is developed to display professor details. Okay, fine, right? Okay, बड़ा हो गया ये statement, right? Okay. So what details I want to display? Again, same details again. I want to display faculty, okay, information. Before that, let me go with creating methods. Okay. Or else let me complete this code. Why should we wait? Same again. System dot out dot println. So I'll display three things. I'll display professor ID. Okay, professor ID is, okay. Then correct me if I'm doing any mistake. Then professor underscore ID, right? Is that clear? Okay, fine. Then next, professor underscore professor name is, okay. Then professor underscore name. I don't know how many errors I'll be getting. I'm just trying it without support of editor. Professor Professor Harsha, let us not deviate from this concept. As of now, I don't want to use any this keyword as of now. Okay. Later on, let's work with this keyword. Okay. As of now, just a sample program, Harsha. Okay. Just a simple program I want to give example. Okay. Yeah. Good answer. But let us not work on that right now. Okay. Designation. Okay. Designation is, okay. And plus professor underscore gives designation. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. So three details I want to display. Right. So we are done with that. Now I'll close this method. Okay. For your example, thank you for displaying the details. Right. Just for our understanding sake. Stars చూసినప్పుడు happiness వస్తుంది కదా అందుకే. Okay. Fine. What else we are left over? Now I've created attributes. I've created operations. Okay. Class is ready. Class మొత్తం ready చేసేసాం. Okay. Next thing is I want to create instances. Okay. So as of now, let me work with only single class here. So let me go with public static void main. Okay. String arguments of right. Okay. Now let me create instances. How do we create instances? Yes, professor, okay, yeah, P1 equal to new professors. Class name is professors, right? Okay, I've created. So next, F1, sorry, P1 dot, I'm accessing attributes names. Okay, P1 dot professor underscore ID equal to, okay, so I'm just writing RTCS 160.326 my ID. Okay. Then next P1 dot professor name, okay, equal to Ravikant. Okay. Then P1 dot professor designation, okay, equal to assistant professor. Okay, fine. I have accessed attributes. Now let me access method also. P1 dot display underscore professor underscore info. Right? Done? Am I done? Is it okay, guys? Shall we execute this code now? Okay, let me save this. Oh my god, just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Okay, I have typed here, right? Okay, let me copy this code now. Okay, Control N, Control V, Control S. Professor, right? What name we have used? Professor. Professor. Is that or professors? Professors, right? Okay. Java. See. Perfect. Okay. Let me compile the code. Java C professors dot Java. Let me check any errors, any compile time errors. Perfect, guys. Without editor support, we have typed today. Good. Yeah. So when I say professors, I have to get displayed with my details, right? Perfectly got displayed, guys. Okay. So this program displayed, developed to display this. Okay, program developed to display professor details, professor ID, professor name, professor designation. Is that clear, guys? Thank you for displaying the details. Okay. अरे claps तो भी मारो, guys. Gopi Supriya. Gopi Supriya. Why? There is no problem, Gopi Supriya. See, we can write anything. Okay. I already told you when I was talking about command line arguments. I told you, right? It's not mandatory like we have to write args. Okay. You can write any valid identifier. I explained you when I was talking about public static void main. 1 hour class తీసుకున్నానన్నా. మీరు మళ్ళీ ఈ క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతారా నన్ను? Okay. Okay, fine. Understood, Gopi Supriya? Okay, fine. So, fine. Yeah, everything went on fine. Now, let me create one more object. P2 dot, okay, sorry, professors P2 equal to new professors. Professors. Okay, right? Then P2 dot professor ID. Okay, P2 dot professor name. Okay, P2 dot professor designation, right? P2 dot professor ID 160333. Okay, professor name. Okay, SRUJN Srujana. Okay, then professor designation head of department. Okay, right? Clear? Fine. Same way, if you want again next to display, then next you can create again next. Okay, p3 dot, okay, sorry, professors, okay, p3, sorry, p3 equal to new professors, अरे कहाँ गए भाई, professors, yes, okay, p3 dot professor, what, professor id, okay, then p3 dot uh, professor name, okay, p3 dot professor designation, okay. Yeah, now here 14439, some id, okay, then professor name, okay, Ranjit, okay, then professor designation, assistant registrar, okay, okay, yeah, thank you guys. రంజిత్ సార్ అనగానే కోర్స్ మిస్ అయిపోయినాయి సార్ అంట. ఓకే ఫైన్, ఓకే ఫైన్. So in this way you can create n number of objects, guys. Okay, so then here I say okay, semicolon, okay, right, anything else, Fatima, Harsha? Yeah, so here I'm telling e2 dot what is the method name, guys? Display underscore professor info, okay, then similarly p3 dot, okay, display underscore professor info. Perfect. Let's come back. Okay, yes, perfect, that's it. Okay, got displayed. Is that okay, guys? Did you understand how we are going to make use of classes and objects concepts? Hope you are clear. Hope everybody is clear. Okay, super cool, sir. Okay, so this is how, oh my god, kya hua? Okay, this is how we are going to work with our programming. Okay, see how happiness you could see when you increase the number of lines and when you look at the result. Okay, so I request the same from you guys. It's time now, you have to start working now. Okay, you have to start working. Okay, slowly you have to start implementing. Okay, sir, what will it display if we miss any attribute assigning? Okay, that's what is question. Okay, understood. Is that okay, Harsha? Okay, so there are a lot of questions again which you can analyze from this. If you want to delete that statement completely?
Yeah, sir, if you delete the statement.
Default value. ఈ స్టోరీ ఎక్కడ ఉంది మళ్ళీ? Where is the story? You have to go to data types. Okay, data types, when we were talking about, we understood about this. Okay, So why it is displaying this? Because I'm calling this instance p3.display professor underscore information. When this method is called, okay, this statement is again called. Okay, so control will come here. So this value it is treating as 0. Okay, guys. So similar way, I want you guys to try out one program now. Okay. Now don't copy paste this program and don't try this program again. You can try onto student. Similar way. Okay. You can increase some methods. You can add on some attributes. Okay. We took some 3 attributes here. You can add some 5 to 6 attributes. Okay. You can also create some multiple instances and you have to check. This is a task for you. Okay. In the sense homework for today's session. Is that okay, guys? Fine. I have typed around across 139 lines today. So you must at least type 30 lines or 40 lines. Is that clear, guys? Okay. Will you do it? Will you do a small program for me? So what we have done today? So we have done till here. Right? So we have done with class objects, defining a class, defining a method, creating object, accessing class members. All that story in single program I have explained you. Hope you have enjoyed this session for today. Okay. So in tomorrow's session, I'll again give you a brief overview of this, and then I'll move on with constructors, static members, this keyword especially. Okay. Harsha, tomorrow you'll see your this keyword and its importance. Okay. You'll see difference between static keyword and this keyword. Okay. Fine. So that's all for today's session, guys. Please practice. I want everybody to do at least one program. If you want the program list in lab manual week 3, you'll have these programs related to classes and objects. So please try working on those programs. You will really enjoy, you'll have fun. Okay. Thank you all. Stay safe, stay connected. See you all in the next session.